Hey there! So now you know all the different notes for the flute and you know how to read music. The next thing you need to know is how to articulate the music that you're reading. And the way you do that is through a process called tonguing. And basically what that means is you're going to use your tongue while you're playing to stop the airflow for a split second and it continues on. You don't want to just for each note that you play because that's really ineffective and you'll start hyperventilating and that's not good. You'll probably pass out. So tonguing lets you articulate a note while playing continuously. So I'll demonstrate for you here. I'm going to play you an F. I'm just going to start tonguing and you'll be able to hear the difference. So I'm going to play a note continuously, just no tonguing at all. Pretty straightforward. So now I'm going to play the same note, but I'm going to tongue through it. So you hear like a do, 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 do. And so you can kind of hear what I'm talking about when I say tonguing. So I kind of went up to the second octave there accidentally, but you can see what I'm talking about. It gives you a little that push to the next note. I don't really know how to describe it. It's just a way to articulate the note that you're playing. And you can see it in music. There are accent marks that I forgot to mention in the first video. There's a staccato mark and an accent mark. Staccatos are dot, accents are a little mini crescendo and or decrescendo sign. They're usually decrescendo signs because the note starts loud and then gets softer. That's what an accent is. So tonguing, basically what you do is while you're playing, you're going to say like lu or la, or le even. We're not going to make those big mouth movements like I did. You know, I'm a choir person. I'm used to having big, open, rounded mouth. For flute, you need to keep your embouchure small so you can get the sound out. You need to make the lu, la, or do, da sound with your tongue, or even tu, ta with your tongue, while still maintaining a continuous airflow. So the way to do that is if you're just blowing, your tongue is going to just gently touch the roof of your mouth where your teeth meet your gums, where the back of your teeth meet your gums. That's where your tongue is going to just flick every time you're going to tongue. It's like loo, 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 loo. Really, really quickly. You don't want to be like loo, loo, loo. It needs to be very short, very quick articulations. You don't want a slow or legato articulation. The point of articulating is to make it staccato and so that you can't tell you're articulating the note, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So just practice that on your own. Just start playing a note and start practicing tonguing. It's just precisely what I did. I would just sit there and I'd go. Now I'm going to play you a G now because when you articulate, especially when you tongue and when you articulate, you get a faster stream of air right off the bat. So it's going to want to jump to a higher note. So it's easier to practice with a higher note. So I'm going to use a G for you, see if that makes a difference in being able to tell what I'm talking about. You can still kind of hear it, the high-low, high-low, high-low. It's not supposed to make that noise, so that's something I need to work on. But you can tell it gives you a faster airstream right off the bat when you articulate. So you need to make sure you can control your articulations while making them sound good as well. So that's about all I have for you for articulation. Just make sure you practice that and you should get pretty good at it pretty quick. Just play through some scales or just practice playing a note and practice tonguing. Just sit there and practice. Hope it's helpful.